the homeowner has an association or a homeowners association, it is extremely important to keep that current if at all possible. Because what is happening in the short sale market is if they're an association, the banks know that they only have to pay 6 months of that association. If it's a homeowners association, the banks know that they only have to pay a year's worth. So if they're more than behind in a year, they don't want to pay it. So who's going to pay that difference? It comes out that we're having to ask either the homeowner or the buyer to pay, and a lot of the buyers don't want to pay it. So it's important to have a successful short sale to get that paid, to get that covered. Number two, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. When you become behind with your loan, the lender is going to start sending you notices. You must open the mail. Don't be like putting blinders on. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. Because it's not going to fix it. You want to be able to recover from the situation. So the best advice on that is like open the mail, and if you don't understand what you're reading, hire an expert to help you, an expert like myself and my team that can help you. Number three, there are other options that you have besides a short sale. I'm going to go over these quickly because I don't have enough time. Once again, if you want more information, I'll be available to you at the end. A loan modification, which is Home Affordable Mortgage Program, that's called the HAMP program. That's where you're asking the lender to change your loan, and it's usually changing it from 30 years to 40 years, and they back into all the expenses. Not such a great option. The next thing is a deed in lieu, where you're saying, okay, lender, I give up, here's the deed, let me leave. Well, they'll let you leave, but there's still consequences. You're not going to still be free of the amount of money they owe, because they're going to sell that home and they're going to come after you for the difference. The hardest hit fund is a new program that's opened up, and it's really for those who have received a reduction in wages or have just recently been laid off. And the key word there is recent. The forbearance or the repayment plan, that's usually a Band-Aid, because you are going to end up getting anywhere from, it can be up to 6 months, but they're giving you a stay on making the payments, but they're going to back end them. And usually when they give you that stay, it still affects your credit, but it's not as bad. And then the final, and it's quite final, is bankruptcy. One of the things I want to tell you about bankruptcy as opposed to short sale, the short sale doesn't affect your credit score as bad as the bankruptcy does. And then finally, these options do not clear you of the debt. Where the short sale, remember what I said, a short sale can clear you of the debt if it's your primary residence. And at this point, I also want to tell you that on my team, there is an attorney, and I do work with an accountant. It's important that you do have an attorney and accountant's advice when dealing with a property, because of the magnitude of money that you owe. And number 4 is the number of documents that you will need to do the short sale. I hate to tell you, but that's probably the worst part of the short sale, is you do have to compile several documents to be able to have a successful short sale. And one of the main things you need to be is current with the IRS filings, or current with the extension. Quickly, I'm going to go over the paperwork you need, and it's going to vary from lender to lender. You're going to need 2 bank statements, you're going to need 2 tax filings, you're going to need 2 pay stubs, and they must be current pay stubs. You're going to need also a hardship letter. Hardship letters is why are you in this situation, and usually the banks will accept either you've been relocated, you couldn't sell your home, you don't have a job, you lost your job or had a reduction in wages, or you have a medical reason for the short sale. Then the financial statement, and the financial statement is usually whatever financial statement form that your lender uses must be filled out. If you have 2 lenders, 2 financial statements, and you will duplicate these funds. But the good part is when you hire an expert, we collect that information from you, and then we take care of processing it to your lender. And any other information that your lender may want, you will have to submit to me so I can get it to your lender. And like I said, the hardest thing is you compiling this so I can take it to your lenders. That is probably the hardest part of a short sale, because especially if you've been kind of putting the letters, not wanting to look at them, now you have to compile all this paperwork. But once you have that done and you short sale and the lender forgives you, you will be on your road to financial solvency. Before I close, I want to offer you a free session for your home solution. I have been, like I said, doing short sales since 2008, and I have compiled a team that is more than ready to help you. I am ready to help you. And I don't want you to let anybody know that this is not possible for you. It is possible. I am living proof that you can move on with your life. You deserve the very best. Don't let anybody tell you that this can't be done. If you have any questions, please feel free to see me at the end. For those of you who are watching on video, if you go to afloridaproperty.com and click on Contact Me, you will be able to, I will get in contact with you. And I thank you very much for your time, and thank you for joining me on Why Should I Short Sale?